And you are looking at video just sent to us from Washington. Our own Patrick Nolan catching up with Representative Trey Radel on Capitol Hill as he returns back to work today. The congressman saying little as he was followed by reporters there, as you can see in the video. Foreigner Corner continuing to press the congressman for answers to the questions you're asking, and we'll be sure to keep you posted on that. Meanwhile, the House Ethics Committee announcing in December that they will investigate Congressman Trey Radel's guilty plea to buying cocaine from an undercover officer in our nation's capital. But as Foreigner Corner's Patrick Nolan is finding out now, the committee could go easy on Radel.
We're learning more about how the House Ethics Committee investigation is working. They've got a few options here. First of all, we don't know when they're going to be done with the investigation, and they won't say that. But we do know that they can either clear him of any wrongdoing, which is unlikely since he pleaded guilty to that drug charge in federal court. They could also reprimand him. They could censure him, which is a little more of a formal reprimand where he has to be in front of the whole House and the House Speaker actually reprimands him. Or they could vote to expel him from Congress, which most people here consider very, very unlikely. So the question is, how far will the House Ethics Committee go? Well, I'm told by insiders that for the most part, when it comes to Washington, D.C., if you're investigating one of your own colleagues, you tend to be very cautious.
People don't like to throw stones because there's a lot of folks in the city who have done one thing or another that has been problematic for them, maybe not quite as obvious and severe as this. But I think it's going to come down to the voters.
And keep in mind that the GOP, the Republican Party, which is Congressman Radel's party, is in control of the House, which means they have the upper hand when it comes to the committee investigating him. And typically, most people here will tell you, whether it's the Democrats or Republicans, when they're investigating one of their own party members, things are very tense, and they tend to be very deliberate about what they'll say and do. Reporting from Washington, D.C., Patrick Nolan, Fox 4 in your corner.
And Foreigner Corner is your source for complete coverage on Congressman Radel's return to Washington. Don't miss Patrick's all-new special reports from our nation's capital right here on Fox 4 News at 10, 11, and again on Fox 4 Rising.
A cool but somewhat comfortable evening in Southwest Florida, especially if you have a nice fire burning right now. Looking live from our Zoom 10 Sky Cam at the marina at Cape Harbor, where it is still kind of cloudy. We had a lot of mid to high level clouds in place today. Let me show you some of those clouds using time-lapse photography. This is our camera at the Pink Shell Beach Resort and Spa. So nice to have that time-lapse on our Zoom 10 Sky Cam. You can see those clouds that actually started to increase a bit for us late this afternoon. We've had the clouds off and on over the last couple of days. They're actually going to get a little bit thicker for us overnight tonight, and a couple of those clouds containing a few very small showers on Storm Patrol Viper. Sprinkles, that's about it. Showers coming in from the Gulf of Mexico. We have high-level clouds that are moving in from the Gulf, and then we're going to start to see a little bit of a wind shift over the next couple of days. That's going to bring us a few more low-level clouds overnight tonight throughout the day tomorrow. Here are your temperatures. This is the big thing everyone's talking about. 48 in Port Charlotte, 51 in Fort Myers, 54 our current temperature in Naples. Factor in a wind at about 10 to 15 miles per hour, and it feels like it's in the 40s. Here's your real feel reading: 44 in Fort Myers, 43 in La Belle, 46 in Port Charlotte, and 42 is what it feels like right now in Clewiston. By tomorrow morning when you wake up, it's going to feel like it's in the 30s everywhere. Again tomorrow morning, we have a wind chill advisory in effect. Mostly cloudy at 8 a.m., variably cloudy at noon, variably cloudy at 5 o'clock, but look at your high temperature. Gets into the 70s and well into the 70s in a few locations. Now here's a look at the most recent satellite view, and we have a couple of things going on that are just a little bit unusual. At the upper levels, the mid to upper levels, we have the flow off the Gulf of Mexico, and that's why you see some of these high, thin clouds moving in. That's what we had today. That's what we're going to have again tomorrow. But as our winds at the surface become a little more east to northeasterly, it's going to bring in some low-level moisture from the east coast of Florida. So that means that the clouds are going to be getting a bit thicker throughout the day. Here's a look at the computer models. We're starting at about 6 a.m. That's a pretty thick cloud bank that's going to be on top of us. They'll break up a little bit occasionally in the morning and afternoon, but here's the thing that's going to change our weather. A trough of low pressure developing in our neighborhood. Now, the best chance for rain is going to be on the east coast of Florida, but late tomorrow in the afternoon, we may have 1 or 2 showers popping up. Best chance for rain coming Wednesday night into Thursday, but then with the winds becoming southeasterly, a big warming trend in our extended forecast. So let's go zone by zone. Our Power of 4 zone forecast. We start with the inland zones, where it will be the coolest first thing tomorrow morning. Your morning anywhere from 37 to 41 degrees in Immokalee, La Belle, Palmdale, Lakeport. However, what a great afternoon. High temperature in the low to mid-70s. Harbor zones, you're beginning at 40 to 42. That includes Englewood, Port Charlotte, and Punta Gorda. Some sunshine poking through intermittently. You'll get to the low 70s for the afternoon high in the harbor zones. Coastal zones, your morning anywhere from 41 to 43, but a great afternoon, variably cloudy with a high anywhere from 72 to 74. On the beaches, a little bit warmer in the morning, a little bit cooler in the afternoon. The morning anywhere from 45 to 49 on the beaches, and then we get up close to 70 for the afternoon high on Sanibel, Captiva, and Marco Island. Gulf of Mexico down to 65 degrees, dropping 5 degrees in just the last 24 hours. Bathing in the water's choppy for a good portion of the day. The wind should be getting a little bit lighter by the later portion of the afternoon. Showers possible late in the day Wednesday through Thursday. We'll put the chance for rain about 40 to 50%. Mainly dry, though, as we get to Friday, and our highs should stay in the low to mid 80s all the way through the weekend. May have an isolated shower or two on Sunday. Stronger cold front coming through on Tuesday. That one again is going to bring our mornings back down into the 50s and even 40s. So another cool down coming next week. That's a look at your Storm Patrol forecast.
A desperate plea from health officials, why they say it's paramount for pregnant women to get a flu shot. That's just ahead. And running to get in shape. Tips for those of you who are just getting started and those who are already informed. It's our medical report. Next.